Going to explain backend today in very simple way. So let's start. Backend is the behind the scene part of a website or any applications. Like user cannot see it, but it does all the real work. Backend works on server, not on the user's screen, like on UI. So first, we need to understand what is server. So a server is a computer or software that receives requests from other computers like client, and it sends back responses like client asks and server give the answers. So let's take an example like when we open a website like google.com. So here browser is client and browser send a request give me Google home page. So Google server receives request, then server send back HTML, CSS and JavaScript and data. Then browser show the page. Then after, what does a server do? So it is used to do store data on database server, sends web pages on web server, handle APIs on backend server, and manage files, authenticate users like login, sign up, and also process payments. Type of servers. There is many type of servers. First one is web server. It is used to send websites. Then application server. It runs backend logic. And database server stores data. File server stores and shares file. And mail server used to sends email. So is server always a big machine? No. Server can be a powerful computer in a database center, our own laptop, like local host when we run our program locally, and a cloud server like AWS, Azure, GCP. So after that, like we are creating a Node.js server like this const HTTP is equal to require HTTP. We can do this program. Then on port 3000, we are able to see the message hello from server. So our after this program, our computer become a server, then browser become a client, then we can able to do request and response. So here is a simple definition of server is a server is a system that listen for client request and response with data, services and resources. So backend works on server, not on the user's screen. Backend handles logic, data and security. So on front end, we see buttons, forms, pages, designs, and on backend, we are able to do login checks secretly, like all the password and ID. are matching to a certain user or saving data, fetching data, security, business rules. There is more business logics that we able to do with the backend. Like example, we see on front end user actions. Then user enters email and password, clicks login for login a page, then it will go on through backend that is invisible. Then backend receives email and password. Then database checks all the things and if matches password, it send requests, login success. And if password and ID not matched, then it will send response as wrong password. So this checking cannot be done in front end because on front end it will going to visible on browser. So it is unsafe on front end. So why we need backend? First one is for security. Front-end code is visible to everyone. Backend code is hidden and protected. So without backend, anyone can hack data, anyone can see logic. Second is database handling. So it saves user data, update records, delete data, fetches data. So frontend cannot safely talk to database directly. And third one, business logic like salary calculation, discount rules, role-based access like admin or user. These rules must be secure and it only can do backend only. And fourth one is authentication and authorization. Who can log in, who is admin, who can delete data. So it will not handle with front end. If handle with front end, it will unsafe. Like front end only ask, backend decides. And fifth one is connects everything. Backend connects front-end database APIs, payment gateways, emails, and SMS services. So, how do we create a backend with the Node.js tools? Like first we need Node.js that runs on server. It is a runtime environment. And second one is Express.js. It is a framework of Node.js that creates APIs. And third one is database, like we can use MySQL and MongoDB. And fourth one is APIs. It connect front end to backend. So backend handles data, logic, and security that users should not see. And like creating a API is necessary in backend because we can't connect frontend directly, talk to database or server logic safely. So, so that's why backend is mandatory for real world application. So I hope now you clearly understand what backend is and why we need it. So in next video, I will going to explain how backend works using Node.js and Express. Okay, for if you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.